So here is a short video on explaining how I've connected to my SQL server, the Cloud SQL. So you can see here, let me just get rid of that here, or I can reduce it here. So here's my server, my SQL. If I go to overview, we can see all the connections. It's got a public IP address, a private IP address, which is quite interesting. But now I've got a few ways I can connect to it. What I've done, step one, I'm going to connect via the private IP address. That's step one. And I've created a VM, which is my client machine here. And if I go to it, let me just bring that over to here. Here's my client machine here. So if I just do a clear, and then I can do MySQL username, and then I can do it by the internal IP address. So what's the internal IP address? 10, let's do that, 10.55.224.3. That's the host. And then password. Enter the password, which I think is Adam B. No, it may not be. So what I can do, username, I think I've got Adam. Password is Adam B. Okay, so let's quickly just go show how we can do that. So we go into users here. I can change the password now here, change password, and I'm going to call it Adam BH. Adam BH. Okay, I'm going to go back into my SQL. So Adam B, Adam is the Adam BH, and I'm in. Okay, so now I'm in as normal, so I can do show databases. I've got one called books, so I can say use books, and then I know the table is called good books, so I can do select everything from good books, and there you are. I've got all my data in there, just three. Got the author, title, and the what is all about, the synopsis. So that's how I can use it from the client machine. There's a further way I've done it also. If I clear that, I created a DB account. Let me just go out of there, clear that. So what I've also done, I've created a Py file, so I can show that. Nano add data Py, and you've got here, I've got like a connector from Python which connects directly to the database, so you can see the string in the fifth line there, and then I've got the author, title, synopsis, which is the actual columns of the table, and I can insert all the values. So if I just do that now, so let's run that. Python 3 add data. So got a X. Now that's interesting. It's got an error message, and the reason why is because I've just changed the password. So I'm just going to go back in there, and the password is changed to, oh look, it was money before. So I'm going to do it Adam BH. Save that. Come out there. Now it's asking me for an author. So let's think of a quick book. Okay, we'll put another Roald Dahl book. We need a title of a Roald Dahl book. We can have the one about the BFG. The BFG, and then what is it about? Well, it's about a big friendly giant. a big friendly giant. Okay, so let's now see in the table. So that's been inserted. So I can go back into the table. Now what I want to do, if I can go back a bit, here we go back in here. Adam BH. As oh yeah, I think we're going to have to use books. That's the database. Select everything from good books, and there you go. You see the last one, the last line there. Roll down the BFG about a big friendly giant. So that's how to access the SQL server via a client machine VM. So that's one way of doing it. And obviously the key point, what you need to know is the idea that you're going to connect to the local IP address. So that's embedded into my little Python code, which I did earlier. And because we've got a connection in between this VPC, which is hosting the SQL server, and the client VM. Okay, so now what I need to do, I want to show this second option, which is the option of using the Cloud SQL Proxy. So the second option is using the Cloud SQL Proxy, which is really good because now I do not need to worry about IP addressing. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to go to the Cloud Shell. So now what I need to do is connect from my Cloud Shell. And if I go into SQL for the moment, I need to determine what, because cloud is coming from outside the internet, from out on the internet. So I need to check what is my IP address which I'm coming in on. So if config me, could not resolve, if config me, let's try to see if we can use another if config me, maybe that's not a good one to use. Let me just check another one. I've got another one here. It's got curl ican, what was that, hazip.com, ican hazip.com. So let's do that. Curl ican, so we'll do a curl ican hazip.com, which gives me an IP address of 3477. So now I have to register in my SQL setup, where you've got one here called, let's connect to this interface here somewhere. I can't remember where I put it now. I think it might be under connections. Yeah, there it is, under authorized networks. So I've already done this bit here. And can you, if you look here, I've already had my Cloud Shell 34. So 8 bits is static and the rest is going to be variables, which is not a good way because I've made it really open. But anyway, my IP address starts with 34, so that will cover that. So that's fine. Then I followed this document, which is really good, which is the great document, connect using Cloud SQL Authenticated Proxy. And I installed it by using this command here, and then you make sure you can have accessible, make it executable from here. So I've done those bits already. Then I need to connect to it. So what I'm going to do, I take that command there, which is basically saying my SQL proxy will run on my a local IP address. So here it suggests 127001, which is fine, and using a local port number 1234 and then your instance name connection is where you grab under overview. You should see it here, connection name here. So putting all that together, if I go here, let me just copy this one here. I'm going to copy that here. And there you go there. So 127001, port 1234 is going through. What you can do, you can go and connect using the same command which we did, username Adam, and then host blah blah blah. So because I'm using the proxy on my local entity of Cloud Shell on 127001. So if I go here now, so it's started. So I go to a second tab here. Then I'm going to go to my SQL. Username is Adam. Password, we can just leave it like that. And then host will be 127.0.1 like that. New password, it was Adam BH. Can't connect to okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to put port number. What was my port number? The port number I used was 1234. So 1234, Adam BH, and I'm in. So I can do the same thing again. Well, we don't need to add any data here. We can just go show databases. Use books. Select everything from books. Oh, use books. It's not called. It's called good books. And there you go. We've got the data in there. Okay, so that's two ways you can connect to your Cloud SQL, which is hosted on Google Cloud. You can use a VM or you can use the Cloud Proxy within the shell. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be doing more videos like this, so please stay in touch, and I'll log off for now. Thank you.